So whenever we are dealing with the internet traffic, or you can say that over the WAN traffic, so it's really important that we need to follow all the recommended and best practices to secure our infrastructure. So for that purpose, we need to cover three major domains. The first one is confidentiality, the second one is integrity, and the third one is authentication. And all these three parameters will be covered inside the VPN, which means that we need to create the virtual private network over the internet, a private line over which we can communicate between branch to branch and branch to head office. And for that purpose, inside the VPN, there is a protocol suite which is really important and is known as IPsec. So let's move and explore all features inside the IPsec and VPN. Hello and welcome to all of you on my productive and industry oriented training platform. So as we are moving with the VPN, so we need to understand the basic architecture, because without understanding the architecture, it's impossible to implement, manage and monitor any kind of technology, including VPN. So whenever we talk about the VPN, we know that there are number of functions we require over the WAN or internet to protect our network traffic. The first one is authentication, the second one is confidentiality, the third one is integrity, then authorization, authentication, and lots of functions. So it means that by a single protocol, it's not possible that we can perform all these kinds of functions. So for that purpose, we need a complete package. Inside we have number of protocols which can easily perform all these functions which generally required by the VPN. So for that purpose, there is a single umbrella under which there are lots of protocol available, and you can utilize all these protocols as per your own requirements. So this protocol is known as, or this suite is known as IPsec.
Talk about the VPN connectivity configuration implementation. So before this, we need to understand that we need security for three major OSI layers. The first one is network, the second one is transport, and the third one is session layer. So by utilizing the VPN technology or IPsec, we need to protect these three layers. We understand that inside the network layer, we have the source and destination IP addresses, which are really important if any attacker wants to launch the attack. While at layer 4, transport layer, the original data exists, the data packets over there. So we need to protect and encrypt those data packets. And whenever we talk about the session layer, so we know that user going to create the session, device is going to communicate with each other, so they will definitely share their username, password and credentials information. So we need to protect all these kinds of information, because most of the time hackers or spywares or malwares just trying to hijack the session, because inside the session the whole credentials information exists. So for that purpose, we are going to utilize the IPsec suite regarding the implementation of VPN. So when we talk about the IPsec, we have five major categories or five major domains regarding the protection. The first one is IPsec protocol, which include AH, ESP, and both protocols in a compound effect. Why we use this? Because whenever we are going to create the session between two sites like headquarters and the remote office, so for that purpose both devices need to negotiate their protocols, security parameters, their credential formats and that kind of stuff. So at initial level, before establishing the VPN connectivity, we need to protect that communication between the two devices. So for that purpose, IPsec protocol provide AH authentication header and ESP just to protect the communication between two devices. Here you can see, if here I have the two firewalls. The first one is over here and the second one is here. So if these two devices initially trying to create the connection, so they need to communicate with each other, and for that purpose we have IPsec protocol. Now, if we move forward, so we have confidentiality. Definitely, we need to encrypt the data, and for that purpose, we have DAS, 3DAS, AES, and other protocols available. While for integrity, we have MD5 and SHA for authentication. As I said that during the on the session layer, we need to protect the login credentials. So for that purpose, we have two recommended protocols. The first one is pre-shared key PSK, while the second one is RSA. So two very authenticated and recommended protocols available for the purpose of security. While at last we have the Diffie-Hellman. So by all these protocols, IPsec going to protect the VPN connectivity. And if we move forward, here you can see the at level 1 IPsec going to utilize the H and ESP. And as we move forward, we can select the protocols as per our own requirements. Well, IPsec is a kind of a model or a framework with number of protocols, and you can select all the protocols as per your own requirements. Let's suppose if on the remote side at branch office you are using an older firewall, and that firewall is not going to support AES or advanced encryption protocols, and they just support DAS, so you can select DAS on the both sides. If the both sides are available with the advanced iOS, with the advanced firewall, so you can select the advanced protocols related with the encryption. So it's up to you. It's a customized model, like it's a different kinds of flavors of the protocol, so you need to pick and choose as per your own choices. So let's move forward and see what kind of configuration parameters available inside the firewall. So right now we have two firewalls, and one more thing you must have to understand before implementing the VPN IPsec. Whenever we are going to configure the VPN, if you are using any vendor, it might be Cisco, it might be Sophos, Palo Alto, Juniper, or Fortinet. The thing is that behind all the VPN configurations, IPsec is working. So you damn care about the firewall vendors, because all have the same parameters, the same protocols. You just need to configure same protocols, same configuration parameters on the both sides. So here, if I move with the side to side connectivity, so let me refresh it, and if I move with the side to side VPN connectivity, so you will notice that there are a number of VPN sessions already established. And here we go. Here you can see number of VPNs are working, while few of the VPNs are went down. So if I want to add a new VPN connectivity, so I just need to click over here, and same on the other side. So here I have side to side VPN connectivity options. So it's really simple. You just need to select the accurate protocol according to your requirement on both sides, the same credential parameters. So the session will be automatically established. And here we go. If I click on the add button, on the both sides, so here I'm gonna click on the add button as well. So here you go. Now here you are going to create the IPsec session over IPv4 or IPv6 and all the parameters here. Here we have different kinds of protocols available regarding the implementation. Here you can see IK1, IK2, and all these kinds of stuff available over here. Okay. And if I check on the other side, so here you can see it's a site to site VPN connectivity. We can configure lots of other parameters. So whenever we are working with the enterprise level firewall, so we just create an standardized profile, and that profile will use for all the connections. So let's move and see how we can create the profile. So I just click on the site to site VPN, and here you can see IPsec profiles, because behind the VPNs we have a number of options regarding the protocols. So we can fix this to create a standardized IPsec profile. So I just click on the IPsec profile, and here you can see there are number of profiles in default available. You can use all these profiles, and if you want to create a customized profile as per your own organizational requirement, so just need to click the add button over here, and here we go. Now uh, S2S profile, okay, or I can put it name like IPsec profile. Okay, now we need to understand the two basic protocols. The first one is IKE1 and the second one is IKE2. IKE is basically stand for Internet Key Exchange. The version 1 is the older one, while the IKE2 is the latest one, so we can use both of them. And here if we move forward, so we need to understand that the connectivity or the implementation of the VPN consists on two phases. In the phase one, devices are not going to transfer any kind of user data. In phase one, both devices communicate with each other. They discuss about their confidentiality protocols, authentication, encryption, and that kind of parameters. When they completely communicated and agreed on all the parameters on the both sides, then they can go and establish the VPN session. When the VPN session is established, then in the next phase, user can transfer and communicate on both sides. So the phase one is completely related with the device to device connectivity, communication, implementation, while the phase two is completely related with the user data. So here you can see we have a number of options available regarding the protocols. So the key life, I just need to set up. Generally, we select it standardized format. Okay. And now here you can see the Diffie-Hellman protocol exists over here, and in the same encryption, if I click inside the drop down, so here you can see the 3 days option is available. Unfortunately, we have the latest version, so the days option is not available over here, but I'm still going with the AES 256, and in the same manner authentication. Here if I can show you the protocols, and let me get it back. Here you can see, so for confidentiality, we select AES, and for now, for the integrity, we have MD5 and SHA available over here. Here you can see SHA is available over here, and you can select SHA-1, which is older one. MD5 is also older one, so we can go with the SHA-2 protocol. And now in the same, I can select the Diffie-Hellman group as well, and for both phases, I need to select the same one. So I'll select all these parameters, and let me select it. My mistake. Or same as phase one. Okay, and here I select the same key life for how many seconds the VPN session will be established, and here the encryption parameters, here is the authentication parameters, and that's it. So in the profile side, we just need to select the protocols for both phases. I just need to save that one. Okay, now I need to create the same profile with the same parameters on the other side as well. So if I create over here, I just need to S2S IPsec profile. Okay. So again, for IKE2, I selected the IKE2, and well, okay, I'm on the side to side VPN. My bad. I just need to select the profiles. Mhm. Okay, so here we go with the IPsec profiles. I just want to show you when you have the older version. So number of other profiles and protocols available. Here we go with the other side. On the both side, we are going to perform these tasks. Okay, so I just type the same name might be different, no worries about the name because it's just for the identity. Okay, again I select the I2, and here as I said that on the both side parameters will be the same, and here we have the same protocols, each and everything is going same, and here same as phase one. And if I can click over here, here IPsec. So here you can see 3 days is available and number of other protocols available which are older. So if you have the older version, so the older protocols available inside the firewall. So we just need to cancel it because I have already created these profiles over here. Azure for Sophos, and here you can see the same parameters over here. So I just need to create the site to site VPN connectivity. So it's again really simple, and I have already established this template for you just because to save the time. And here you can see Azure for Sophos site to site VPN is already available. So I just need to edit this and show you the parameters because it will save the time. And here you can see I just select initiate the connection. This firewall has the capacity that whenever we are going to create the VPN session, so it will initiate the connectivity. And here is Azure for Sophos profile available. Pre-shared key, definitely I put the password over here, which, and this password will be same on the both sides. So here we have the IP over which I'm going to create the VPN. It's a public IP, and here you can see I have the public IP address for this as well. And this public IP address you can verify from here. I have the public IP address for this firewall. So and now here I just allow the local subnets, and the local subnet is over here is 10.10.10, and it's any remote subnet is allowed to communicate over this VPN. So I just click save the button. Okay, and the same site to site VPN exists over here. So let me show you that both firewalls having the same profile, having the same security protocols. Here you can see I just need to show you. Here, so the pre-shared key, Azure for Sophos, and here the same public IP and the same public IP over here. So I just need to save over here, and after saving this I just need to initiate over here. So it will communicate over the internet, and you will see that the remote here you can see. So it's really simple. You just need to understand the architecture of the IPsec and select the right protocols on the both sides, and this IPsec model will create a secure VPN connectivity for you. And again, as I said, that there is no difference if you are using IPsec or on Palo Alto, Fortinet, or any other firewall. So the process will be the same. The VPN phases are same. It might be there is a little bit difference regarding how we can use the inside configuration parameters for any firewall. So let's see in the coming episodes what other technical features available when we talk about any kind of firewall configuration.